Wambui, you were speaking earlier, and I just want to pick on something slightly different. We've seen some discord that's forming. What does this mean for the country from where you sit, and what are you guys doing as NCIC? You've been the victim of accusations, or rather the subject of accusations that toothless dogs, that you will just come and have a press briefing, but the same perpetrators who are probably working against the cohesion we want are still walking free. So what is being done now?
Yeah. Thank you. We always hear that accusation that NCIC is not doing much. NCIC is sometimes favoring one side. I think it's a thankless job we do, but thank God we have a promise in the Bible, happy are the peacekeepers. At least we will have to reap that promise one day, one time.
But some people don't think you're keeping peace.
We are keeping a lot of peace done, and how we are doing it, number one, is by condemnation. That is one act and one job that we have done, condemning what has been happening in the country at the moment. You know, we have been accused in the past of favoring government, sometimes of favoring opposition, but we are damned if we do, we are damned if we don't. NCIC relies on other government institutions to carry on its mandate. We have to use the DCI to conduct investigations. We have to work with the Office of the DPP to prosecute these criminals, and we have to rely on the judiciary to try these cases and finally give a judgment on the same. We will not say that we have not had good cooperation from them, but it takes a long time to prosecute even a normal case in a normal court. So extend the grace that we deserve, because we are doing our best to ensure that this country remains as peaceful as it can. We are holding national conversations. Today we have been in Kibera the whole day. You can ask Hussein, he was even with one of our commissioners, just speaking to the youth, speaking to the Nubians, speaking to the Luos, telling them, come, let us reason together. This is not the way to go as a country. And as you have heard, the people are now beginning to talk to each other to say that this is not the way we are supposed to go. And we are afraid because the issue has now come out. It is no longer a political issue. It is criminals now taking over and taking advantage of innocent Kenyans, destroying property, looting from innocent Kenyans like passers-by. For example, what happened to Daktari here today? He was on just doing his business, driving along the streets, and someone pelted a stone on him. Today was not a maandamano day. What does that tell you? These are criminals sitting somewhere waiting to take advantage of a vulnerable situation. As NCIC, we are doing a lot. We are doing a lot of social media monitoring. There are people who are already on our radar. We have already recommended investigation of various politicians and also civilians, because we have realized that the acts and the criminal acts that are happening are not only done by politicians, even civilians are involved in this, and we are doing our best, and we will continue to do this. And the thing we can ask, because even we need support even from media houses. For example, if people utter hate speech, and we come to you to request to you, please be our witnesses in a court process, people have always shied away from those. So we also ask you, also the media houses, assist us in this. Do not propagate the hateful and incitement voices that we hear outside there. So far we have not seen. Thank you so much for that. But also go a step ahead and help us by being witnesses on people who speak to your cameras, who speak to your microphones, and try to incite Kenyans.
Okay.
That is all.
Okay.